John Cullo at DiscountJuicers.com. Today we have another exciting episode for you, and I'm really excited to share with you guys the all-new Tribest Greenstar Pro. The main difference between the Greenstar Pro and the former Greenstar Elite version is that this version is certified for commercial use. That means that you can use this juicer in a restaurant or a juice bar, etc. Or if you're a professional, going to be juicing a lot, or even if you're just a home user and you want to juice an awful lot. This is a heavy-duty machine with 100% stainless steel gears that we'll share with you guys more in a minute. Now, to go over what commercial certification means on this unit currently has commercial electrical certification and has been built to the commercial sanitation standards. This means that if you have a health department that's requiring you to have documentation that the juicer you use is commercially rated, this one will do that. At present time, the commercial certification is currently pending and it's under review at this time, but probably by the time you watch this video, all the paperwork will have gone through later in March. So yeah, that's expected to come through. So this will be ETL sanitation certified or approved, or have that carry that mark, so health departments will allow you to use this machine. Also, this is a heavy-duty machine with a heavy-duty motor, so it's going to stand the use and abuse of commercial use, provided you don't use it for more than 30 minutes at a time and then give it a resting period, and then you can go back to using it again. Now, this is not a full-on true commercial juicer where you could just keep juicing for hours. Later this year, DiscountJuicers.com, we will introduce some more real commercial units, but this is, I would say, is more of a light-duty commercial unit. For example, if you're a kombucha company and you got to juice ginger, this juicer will juice ginger really excellently and is commercial certified and be perfect for taking on that task. If you have a fast-paced juice bar and you have people coming in and a line out the door, this is definitely not the juicer you're going to want to get. You want to get a juicer that's going to be able to produce higher volumes more quickly. This is a slow juicer. It runs at 110 RPMs. So the benefit of using this is you're going to maximize the nutrition in the juice, and furthermore, you're going to get some of the driest pulp, which means, in a commercial environment, less produce costs, which means more profit. The flip side on this juicer is that it can take a little bit of time to use and make a 16-ounce juice, for example. In this episode today, we're going to go ahead and do the unboxing, share with you guys some of the new features of the Greenstar Pro, and then I'm going to go ahead and get into juicing with it. So the first thing I want to show you guys is this nice handy box that says commercial certified. This is made in Korea. It has 100% stainless steel gears. That's one of the main things that's new with this one over the previous generation, and I know some of you guys want to have minimal contact with plastic when juicing, and this juicer over the previous model will allow you to do that. So I really like that, because another comment I get a lot, John, why can't a juicer have all stainless steel gears or auger or whatever? Well, guess what? This one finally does. In addition, it has a new tamper holder built into the back of the machine. Let's see, just flipping this box around to the side, there's a few features. It has exclusive bioceramic and magnetic technology, which we'll talk about in a minute. It has actually cutting points for efficient juicing. This is something that other dual auger or dual gear juicers simply do not have. In addition, this has pocket recesses to reduce strain on the motor and to really get in there and cut things up efficiently. And this one, of course, has a heavy-duty motor with a cooling fan. I think it's sad that some juicers actually are put onto the market without a cooling fan. This can be very important so that your juicer simply does not overheat, and of course, commercially certified, as I talked about in a minute ago. So let's go ahead and open this box up and show you guys some of the things that comes with the Greenstar Pro machine. Okay, on top of the box, you're going to get this little cardboard box, and inside here there's all kinds of different parts and whatnot, as you guys can see, and we're going to go through them one at a time for you guys. First, you're going to have your Greenstar Pro manual. This is the GSP 502 operation manual. This is in multiple languages. Let's see here, where else do we start? Alright, so I do like that this has a detachable cord. This is a nice heavy-duty IEC cord. That's the same cord that is used on desktop computers these days most of the time. Let's see, in addition you have a nice strainer. So this is a nice fine sieve strainer that will actually remove all the pulp if you want a pulp-free juice. That being said, if you're running a juice bar, you You may want to include the pulp, or you may not want to include the pulp. This will allow you to do that. I would encourage you guys to leave some of the pulp in, because that's going to inflate the yield, and it's going to take one step out of the production process. Next here you got the tamper. So this is the wooden tamper. This is the one I prefer to use to push and juice things into the juicer. It will run into the blades, but the blades will not really grind this down. If it does grind it down, this is a cutting board quality food grade wood. Of course, you have the standard plastic pusher, and a note, there's an arrow on this pusher, and this arrow needs to match the arrow on the top of the feed chute, and if it doesn't, then you may grind up the bottom of this. So yeah, I don't like the plastic pusher so much. You also have a little cover, a dust cover, to keep the dust out of the juicer when it's not in use. You also have a little drip tray here to catch all the drips when you're juicing. Let's see. This is the little plunger holder that actually gets assembled inside the machine. That's a new part. And let's see. You got this guy right here. This is the core screen. So this core screen has larger holes than the screen that's actually built in that comes installed in the juicer right now. This will put more pulp in your juice if you so desire. In addition, you have a closed blank. This is normally used for making something like breadsticks. And besides the closed blank, it actually also includes the breadstick outlet knob to maybe basically put them into a nice breadstick shape. Then you have the open blank. Open blank is for doing like things like homogenizing and making frozen fruit, ice cream, or banana sorbet. You could literally just take frozen bananas, put it through here, or any other fruit for that matter. It'll just mash it up and make a really nice ice cream consistency dessert for you guys. You could also use this blank to mush up produce into a mush, and use a two-step or a hydraulic press juicer to squeeze out the juice. That being said, I'd rather just use this as a single-step machine to, grind it and extract the juice. This could also be used for making things like nut butters. It does that very well. Also, things like grinding up your produce to make sauerkrauts and whatnot. All right, last few parts. You got a nice cleaning brush here with multiple brush heads. So there's a dual head on this brush, and then on the top there's a little smaller one to get into some of the nooks and crannies with a little smaller brush on the end. And then this one is a circular brush to get in some of the passageways in the Greenstar Pro. To me, they have improved this brush since I have last seen it, so that's impressive. In addition, you have this new tool here. This is actually known as the scraper tool. This scraper tool, once you assemble it, is basically here to help you scrape down your juicing screens to get them clean, so you'll be able to clean a lot more efficiently and faster. So I do like that a lot. Let's see, I think most of these parts you won't really need to use when juicing, aside from maybe like a pusher and your extension cord. Let's see, optional parts that are not included with this machine are the pasta attachment set. That attachment set is going to run you about $100, and I don't necessarily recommend the pasta attachment set because you'd be far better off spending $100 on a Rompapil pasta or Ronco pasta making machine that actually mixes the dough, extrudes it, and does everything for about $100. Whereas this one will just extrude the pasta, and that's a cooked grain-based pasta, made out of flour or whatever. And then the other attachment that you have available that is not included is the fruit attachment. Now, even with the fruit attachment, I do not recommend this juicer for juicing straight fruits. With the included outlet adjusting knob that comes installed on the machine, it will juice fruits just fine when juiced with other vegetables. So the fruit attachment, I'm not a big fan. You can kind of get similar results by unloosening the outlet adjusting knob on the Greenstar Pro. Check out what else is in the box. All right, only two things left in the box, one of which is the juicer here, the Greenstar Pro Juicer. And let's see if you got this little tamper holder here that just slides in to the back there. And then the only other thing in the box, you actually have a nice glass pitcher here to catch your juice in. So yeah, let's go ahead and check out this juicer next. Let's go ahead and spin this baby around for you guys. You guys can see the front, this side, the other side, and then the back there. I do like on this machine, it's actually the power port is actually recessed. A little bit cleaner than the previous model. This model has the same exact motor as the previous Greenstar Elite version. It also has a built-in fuse to protect the motor and the circuitry inside the juicer. All right. So if we take a look at this juicer here, let's go ahead and spin that around for you guys. There's a few main parts to this machine. I do like that it is really easy to assemble and disassemble, much easier than the original Green Power and Greenstar non-elite versions that have little thumb screws. This one comes apart super simple, super easy. Cleaning is not that difficult. So the main thing is you're just going to go ahead and lift this top piece off, and this whole housing cleans up fairly nicely. Only just got to wash it out because the food contact is just with the with a little bit of the top, but once you put food in here, it actually just goes into this part right here. And the only way to take this apart is just two latches. There's one latch here, spring loaded, comes right off, and now you can just disassemble this machine. This is the outlet adjusting knob here. On this machine, it actually has a gray coloring, and this machine comes in gray. That's the only color the Greenstar Pro comes in. The Elite model does come in a standard black chrome-plated plastic or white. But this unit here has a great tip, but the main thing to remember is after you pull this outlet adjusting knob out, it actually has a white tip here. So if it's a gray here and white here, that's a standard outlet adjusting knob. If it's a different color tip here, that means it's going to be a fruit attachment. And how this guy works is basically this keeps, there's a spring here, it keeps tension on the produce inside the machine and does not let it out until it compresses the spring and then the produce comes out. So to have this unit work like the fruit attachment, basically instead of screwing it all the way in, you're just going to take it and screw it in like about 4 turns, and that'll leave a little gap there to allow the fruit to come out, but not let the fruit come out until it's, you know, fairly dry. Let's see. In addition, this just has the casing here where all the pulp will actually end up coming out the front of the machine into the catch container. And this is your juicing screen. So this is a small hole juicing screen so that I'll put little pulp into the juice. That's normally assembled right here. I'm going to go ahead and take that off. And then here, of course, are the twin gears. This is 100% stainless steel twin gears. This is what makes the Greenstar Pro the Pro model. No other machine comes with the gears here, and the lucky thing is, you know, this machine with the stainless steel gears first came out in Korea. And when it came out in Korea, it was $200 more. So here in the US, actually, it's $200 less than if you're in Korea. DiscountJuicers.com only ships to the USA at this time. And yeah, these are the heart of the machine here, 100% stainless steel. The former version of the Greenstar Elite version actually had a plastic ends here with the stainless steel gears. And I have seen over the years, you know, many people that had the original Green Power and some of the older Greenstars, I do see some of the plastic, the ends, years after years and years and years of use, they may crack. And actually I have a friend who actually his just fell off. Some of the plastic stuff just fell off. And he uses it with it even broken because he's too cheap to buy a replacement set of gears. But this part right here is never going to break, never going to wear out because it's 100% stainless steel, and it is actually nice. It's actually quite heavy too. But yeah, I mean, the magic is in the gears of this machine, and no other machine has the same technology in these gears. This is actually a 3-step twin gear juicer. So the first step is the crushing stage. That's this set of the gears right here. Then you have a little mixing stage where the produce is mixed together, and then you have the squeezing stage at the end of the gears. And so these are some nice long gears, longer than any other you know, Green Power or original Greenstar juicer. So this will ensure you get more yield. I do like the pocket recess here. This helps to cut up any kind of celery string. You know, other twin gear juicers do not have this here. And you know, it may not cut up all the strings or things like wheatgrass. This will effectively cut up things like wheatgrass, so you're going to get a really good yield out of it. Let's see. Oh, and the other thing, inside these gears that you guys can't actually see, there's magnetic, bioceramic, and far infrared technology that is said to help extract and pull out more nutrients and put it into your juice. So the data and testing I've seen seem to indicate this fact, and I personally believe that the magnetics and bioceramic and far infrared technology in these gears is only helpful but not harmful. Of course, I know some of you guys out there are, you know, weary of anything and would rather not have a juicer with that stuff, but I would encourage you guys to try it because I think it can only be helpful. I do want to show you guys actually what the original gear looked like to compare. So this is the old gear on the original Greenstar Elite, and this is the new gear on the Greenstar Pro. As you guys can see, you know, this is plastic here, and this is stainless, all stainless steel. And that's how they look. You know, they're fairly similar. Gear size is all the same. So if you already have a Greenstar Elite, you could likely get the gear set of the Pro and put it in yours. That being said, this gear set is probably going to set you back a pretty penny. Might be even cheaper just to get a new machine in the get-go. Now, the reason why I want to pull this guy out, not to show you guys the difference, but I want to show you guys inside there. I don't know if you guys can see that. This gear is actually cut away inside there, and in the middle there, there's basically like the far infrared and magnetics in there. And actually, it's pretty strong. I don't know, is this magnetic? That's not magnetic. But yeah, this is really strong. And you know, it's my opinion that this technology actually helps, and there's basically no other juicer that has this technology built into the gears. I wish there were more juicers that actually had this technology, because I believe it could be helpful in especially preserving the juice so it lasts longer and does not oxidize as quickly. In addition, it may also help to pull more nutrients out of the produce when you're juicing it, according to some of the studies that I've seen. Of course, the last part on here is just basically the feed chute motor body that actually holds the gears. All these parts in here are actually made out of a nylon material and are all BPA free. So this juicer is BPA free and has 100% stainless steel gears. Let's see here. So let me go ahead and show you guys the assembly. It's super simple, super easy. First, you're going to go ahead and take this part, and that just goes right on here. Then you're going to take the two gears. Very important on the two gears to line them up properly. There's 2 dots on this gear, 1 dot on this gear, and you basically put them together to form a triangle, kind of like that. I don't know if you guys can see that. And then we're going to go ahead and take these gears, and we're going to go ahead and put them right into the machine there. Sometimes you have to rotate them when going in so that they'll fully seat all the way back. Next, you take your juicing screen, put it right there, and finally you take your outlet casing there, and then you put these latches on and squeeze them back. Super simple, super easy. We're going to go ahead and crank this outlet adjusting knob all the way down, because we're going to be juicing some vegetables in a minute. And finally, just go ahead and put your top on. I mean, that's pretty much it. This is the Greenstar Pro. It's all ready and set up to juice. I think I want to come back at you next and start juicing. But before I do, I want to let you guys know about another feature of the Greenstar Pro that the other Greenstar juicers do not have. This has the longest warranty of any Greenstar juicer product out there. This unit has a full 15-year warranty for home use, whereas the original Elite only had a 12-year warranty. So this is even more durable, especially with the stainless steel gears. They're giving you 3 extra years on the warranty. And in addition, if you are using it for commercial use, then actually you only have a 2-year warranty on this, which goes above and beyond most commercial warranties for juicers, which are generally only 1 year. So they double that with the Tribest Greenstar Pro. They are so confident in this machine can serve you day in and day out. Anyways, what I want to do next is actually come back at you, and we're going to go ahead and get this juicer to set up, and we're going to go ahead and juice some apples, carrots, ginger, and lemon to show you guys today. So now I'm back, and I'm ready to juice in the Greenstar Pro Juicer. It is very simple and easy to use. The main thing you want to remember is you want to make sure that you cut your produce small enough so that it could fit in the feed chute without any obstruction. The other thing you want to remember is you always want to rotate the items you're putting in. So for example, if you're juicing carrots, kale, and celery, don't put all the carrots, then all the celery, and then all the kale into the juicer. You want to put the softest produce item first. So maybe like a little bit of the kale, maybe then a little bit of the celery, and then put a little bit of carrot. The cool thing about the Greenstar Elite, unlike other slow juicers on the market, is that you never have to pre-cut the greens or the celery before you put them in the machine. You just put them in whole, and this machine, due to the pocket recess gear, in the gears and the cutting teeth, will basically tear those guys right up for you. Now, to once again go over the main differences between the Pro and the previous Elite model, there's 3 main things that I've noticed that are fairly big things. Number 1, the all stainless steel gears that I showed you guys. Number 2, the 3-year longer warranty, right? Number 3, you got this little holder here in the back to hold your pusher to keep it ready whenever you need it. I think those are the main differences. I guess of course the other difference is the color. So this is an upgrade over the original unit. The performance should be the same. I do hope to do a performance test between this and the Elite. I mean, everything is the same except the gears. It should be exactly the same performance. So if you want the stainless steel gears and a longer warranty, I would actually encourage you guys to get the Pro. I'm actually going to be selling my Elite here pretty soon, and I'm going to be keeping the Pro because actually I like the stainless steel gears myself. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to go ahead and turn this machine on. This machine runs at a low and slow 110 RPM, so this is considered a slow juicer. It's going to minimally oxidize the fruits and vegetables that you're juicing in it. In addition, there are other like 2-stage hydraulic press style machines on the market, and those are often taught as some of the best juicers on the market. That being said, I was just using a Norwalk the other day, actually the newest Norwalk that just came out in 2016. And I gotta say, when I was pressing out the produce out of that, when the juice was being pressed out, it would actually come out pretty dark at first, and then near the end actually would come out clear. So literally the press is so strong, it's literally pressing out the water out of the produce. But actually I don't want just the water out of the produce, which is great, it's living water. I want the nutrients, I want those really rich, colorful pigments. And do the extraction method when using one of those hydraulic presses or even mechanical presses. It basically has to press things through a pressed cloth or some kind of pressed bag. And I find that, some of the nutrients get actually left in the bag, and that's why I prefer stainless steel screens myself over the pressed cloths. For added nutrition here, I want to encourage you guys always to leave the skin of the lemon on, including the yellow coloring. Now, if you are juicing limes, you can also do this, but on grapefruits and oranges and tangerines, I do encourage you to peel off the coloring, but you want to keep the white pith, very important. As you guys can see here, some carrots. This machine does require some down strength to put the carrots in the machine. Let's see, we can go ahead and take this pusher and push it in with one finger. So I mean, it's not super difficult or challenging to do that, but it does take some downward strength. And I know if you're maybe older, have arthritis or some kind of condition where you're not so strong in the arms, this may be challenging for you. So then you might want to look into another juicer. Now the other tip I want to give you guys is when you're feeding in carrots, you want to feed in the carrot with the small side down, and you never want to feed a carrot that's a really fat diameter that barely fits in the feed sheet, because although it'll fit in the feed sheet, it's going to be a lot harder to push in. So I've purposely chosen some smaller diameter carrots to push in the machine today, so it's going to make my job of feeding them in much, much easier. Alright, here's some ginger putting in. That's going to add some nice flavor. This is the ideal machine for ginger. The twin gears really tear up that ginger. Let's see, we're keeping alternating basically apples and pieces of carrot until we're done. To spare you all this, I think I'm going to go ahead and speed this up for you, and we're going to come back at you when I'm all done juicing. Alright, so now I'm down to the last carrot, and you always want to end with juicing something hard and firm, whether that's something like a carrot, some beetroots, or some celery. And make sure you put your things like greens and apples in first and have something nice and firm last. This will help kind of clear out the whole chute of the machine to push all that softer stuff through. And if you do see in the feed chute some kind of like pulp residual buildup and liquid, and it's kind of working your way up, that means that you need to juice some more hard, firm, fibrous vegetables, such as some root vegetables. Carrots work well, beets work well, maybe some jicama would work well, some radish, that would also work well, some rutabaga, some kohlrabi, celery. All these things will help kind of push the pulp sitting in the spout through. Generally, that'll happen if you're juicing something like a lot of fruits, whether that's apples or sweet fruits or something like the cucumbers. Alright, so that looks like it's gone pretty well. We could go ahead and stick our pusher there and the tamper holder there, and go ahead and turn this machine off. Whoa, and we just filled up this whole little carafe full of juice. First thing I want to do is actually want to show you guys this pulp here. Literally the carrots and ginger, apple, and lemon were turned into this pulp here. And the amazing thing about the Greenstar Pro, as well as its predecessor, the Greenstar Elite, it makes the highest yield of any juicer we sell when juicing hard vegetables and leafy greens and fruits all together, right? So we're going to go ahead and take some of this pulp here, and we're going to go ahead and squeeze that. I don't know, do you even see any juice coming in between my fingers? I don't see any juice coming out. Oh, I see it's starting to form, but barely. I mean, most juices I do this, I'll be dripping juice. With this machine, my hands are a little bit wet. I will not fib you there, but it's so dry it's not able to get any juice out. That being said, if you're really a tightwad and want to maximize all the nutrients and get the most juice, you could actually take this pulp and feed it back through the machine. Now, I do recommend, if you're going to feed the pulp back through the machine, feed the pulp through and then feed another, a brand new virgin carrot in at the same time. So feed some pulp, piece of carrot, feed some pulp, feed some carrot. That's going to do a lot better than just the really soft texture of feeding the pulp only. And then it'll get the pulp even drier. So yeah, that's one way to maximize the yield out of the Greenstar Pro. So lastly, I want to go ahead and try the juice. It's very important. So let's go ahead and take this out. And I'm really impressed on how actually much yield this juicer made. It like literally filled up this whole container here. We're just going to go ahead and try a little bit. Now this is unsieved or unstrained. I do like that this little pitcher here that's included has a nice little pour spout, because a lot of them actually drip. So let's see. L'chaim, to your health. All right. Man, that is one delicious recipe. I got the sweetness of the apple. I got the tartness of the lemon, but that was a Meyer lemon, so it's actually a bit sweeter than normal ones. I got the ginger in there, got the apple. That is one amazing, delicious drink. Whether you're on something like the Gerson therapy or just a juicing for health, want to lose weight, this is the machine I would recommend for the highest quality juice and highest yield in this exact same recipe that I juiced it. And the juice tastes great. Now there is a little bit of fiber in there that I'm tasting, but this is not objectionable to me. I could easily drink this, although if you're really sensitive to the fiber, you might want to use a sieve that's also included, to take that all out. Alright, so the last thing I want to do is actually show you guys all the different parts you'll need to clean. While this juicer is intricate and does take a little bit of time to clean, it is really not that difficult. So let me go ahead and show you guys actually all the different parts that you'll need to clean it. We're going to go ahead and move this up front and center. So the first thing you're going to do is going to go ahead and lift this off this top housing here. And this housing is pretty clean, basically. Just in the top area, the funnel is a little bit dirty, but underneath here, there's basically no pulp, because this just actually covers this little feed chute here. So that's one part you'll need to clean. Next, you're going to go ahead and unclip these guys right here, and you can go ahead and unscrew this outlet adjusting knob. So you'll need to clean this outlet adjusting knob. Once again, not too difficult. You're going to take that out, and then you're just going to use the included cleaning brush to scrub that down. No big deal whatsoever. You're going to then pull off this outlet housing here that holds the screen in place. Let's go ahead and move that out of the way. And as you guys can see, this is relatively easy to clean. And what I normally do is I blast the kitchen sink with the spray nozzle, not just the stream, but the sprayer. And basically, if I spray this and use a little brush, it dislodges easily all the pulp inside. Next, of course, you got to clean the screen. The screen is the hardest part to clean on any juicer here. Let's go ahead and remove some of this pulp out of here so I don't get it everywhere. And so, notoriously, pulp will get clogged in the screen, as you guys can see there. Pulp's like literally clogged and jammed in the screen. Now, the new Greenstar Pro includes a special, all-new screen scraper tool. And this is designed to basically go like this over the screen to basically scrape your screen clean. Let's go ahead and do that over the little bucket here. Basically, you can just scrape your screen clean. Wow, one fall swoop, it just gets the whole side. Wow, this is really cool, man. Previously, you'd have to literally use the brush to brush it, which would take forever. This literally drastically reduces the time to clean the screen. And this is now included with the Greenstar Pro Juicer. You could do the outside, and then you could use a screen tool on the inside if you use it carefully. That'll also scrape down the inside of the screen. And then once you get it pretty clean there, you got all the pulp dislodged. Once again, just run this under the sink with the sprayer and just brush it down with this brush tool here. This brush tool is also, very easy and convenient to get inside this part right here to brush all this down, and then this end right here goes right down in the front spout here to get that clean. So I do like that they have a multi-use brush with a little pick tool and different areas to clean the whole machine. Of course, next, the twin gears. Don't drop the twin gears. They will probably damage your tile floor. They may, break your tile floor. But anyways, these guys worked amazing. As you guys can see, it's really ground up the pulp really finely, and that's one of the things I like about this machine. It really masticates the pulp or grinds the pulp into a really fine consistency, and that allows the juicer to extract all the juice out. And once again, blast the hot water on, use the brush under the hot water, all this pulp will melt right off, no problem whatsoever. Final part to clean, Greenstar Elite, this main housing here. Once again, blast the water through the top, blast it through this side, blast it through this side. You have this nice brush tool that will easily allow you to get inside here and basically rotate this as you're brushing it out. Really simple and easy to clean. Now the last part on the Greenstar Elite you'll need to clean, we're going to go ahead and turn this for you guys. If you guys look here, you'll see a little bit of residue around this area, right? And they give you this little pick tool and a little brush tool on this side that you could get inside here and brush this out. I do recommend maybe getting a spray bottle full of water and just spraying this down. You don't want to submerge this whole body unit, but just a little bit of spray water, and then using this brush to dislodge all the pulp. It'll easily get it clean, and basically then you'll be all set. I mean, sometimes I dread cleaning this machine, but as I showed you guys, it really is not that difficult. It does take me longer than some of the other juicers that I regularly use, and this juicing is a commitment. So it depends how important it is for you, to have the highest yield. If you want the highest yield, highest nutrition, and you don't mind a few extra minutes of cleaning, then the Greenstar Pro is a juicer for you, right? I have so many things to do in my day, from making videos to preparing my food and making my juices every day, to do gardening, to return emails and all kind of stuff. I don't want to take the extra time it takes to, clean any juicer, so I use a juicer that's actually, that takes me the least time to clean, although I know that I'm giving up yield and I'm probably not getting the highest quality or nutritional juice. So that being said, if I did have some kind of disease that I was needing to heal, like pronto, life-threatening illness, for sure I'd be getting the Greenstar Pro, because this will give you every possible advantage. You get the highest nutrition, the highest yield, so you'll be drinking more juice, but more importantly, with the far infrared, bioceramic, and magnetic technologies, probably pull out more nutrients out of the produce than other juicers that I've seen. So with that, I mean, that's pretty much it. The Tribest Greenstar Pro in a nutshell. Once again, commercially certified, commercially rated, commercial approval, electrical, and also has that ETL sanitation mark, which is currently pending. And so then you'll be able to use this in any commercial juice bar. Now that being said, you saw me pretty much the whole process of making about 32 ounces of juice. And unless you have a juice bar that's not too busy and you have a lot of time, it does take a little bit of time to feed the produce through. But be assured you're going to save produce costs, because unlike a high-speed centrifugal ejection machine that especially does not yield well on leafy greens, this machine is going to do the best on leafy greens. So you might even want to have two juicers, a high-speed machine and maybe juice some harder, firmer vegetables and fruits, and then have this for the leafy greens and some other things, so you could maximize the yield on your leafy greens, because those produce items can get quite expensive. In any case, if you guys enjoyed this episode, I would encourage you guys to support me in my work. Your support allows me to continue to make these educational videos for you guys that I have on YouTube. I have over 500 videos on this YouTube channel demonstrating, unboxing different juicers, comparing different juicers to one another as an independent dealer, so that you guys could choose the best juice for you. I don't really care which one you buy, and I'm not here to say this one's the best. Every juicer has their pros and cons, and that's what I try to share in my videos. And if you guys appreciate my work, because nobody else is doing this kind of work, please support me. If you buy from discountjuicers.com, this directly supports me so that I can continue to make these educational videos for you guys, to teach you guys all about the juicers and the power of juicing. Juicing is really powerful. It's why I'm here today. It saved my life, turned my health around, helped me to lose weight, gain more energy, and have a stronger immune system than ever. And I'm sure it can do that for you guys also. But yeah, support me at discountjuicers.com. If you buy anywhere else, it's not going to support me. and I may have to stop making videos if I have to get a real job. So I thank you guys in advance for those of you guys that have supported me in the past, and I want to thank you guys in advance for those of you guys that choose to support me in the future. Another thing I want to say is if you do purchase from Discount Juicers, you know, we are your liaison between you and the manufacturer should you have any warranty issues. You know, I will personally step in as long as it's a legitimate warranty claim. If a company's not taking care of you, let me know. You know, I'll come down with full force and I'll talk to them and make sure that your situation is resolved satisfactorily. I can't say this if you buy your juicer at any other location. We work closely with many of the manufacturers, and as you guys see, we get some of the machines even before anybody else does in the industry, so I could be testing them and sharing the results with you guys like I did today. So also, if you guys enjoyed this episode and want more videos with the Tribest Greenstar Pro, hey, please give me a thumbs up. I hope to do some videos comparing some of the new commercial certified juicers in the future. So that's why you're going to want to click that subscribe button down below to be notified of my new and upcoming episodes I have coming out about every 5 to 7 days. You never know what juicer, blender, or even vacuum blender or dehydrator that I'll be testing and you could learn about. So all these appliances allow you to eat more fresh fruits and vegetables, the best foods on the planet in my opinion. And finally, be sure to check my past episodes. My past episodes are a wealth of knowledge, over 500 videos on this YouTube channel at this time, comparing all the different juicers, blenders, and dehydrators so that you guys could pick the right machine for you. So with that, my name is John Kohler with DiscountJuicers.com. Be sure to visit DiscountJuicers.com/YouTube for special promotional offers for YouTube visitors.